Welcome to Ultimate Biology. Today we are going to discuss on the topic seed under sexual reproduction in flowering plant. Now seeds are of two types. One is the monocot seed and second one is the dicot seed. Here this mono means one and cot means cotyledon. Only one cotyledon Bijapatra present in case of monocot seed. In case of these monocot seed, for example maize, this structure, this structure we call it as a scutellum, and that scutellum, it is a papery structure. Actually this scutellum is nothing but it is a one cotyledon Bijapatra. Only one cotyledon is present, only one scutellum is present, and is only one scutellum, we call it as a cotyledon. Only one cotyledon present here in case of this monocot seed, maize, jawar, bajra, like this seed, due to which these seeds we call it as a monocot seed. And in case of a dicot seed, here di means two, and this cot means cotyledon Bijapatra. In case of a dicot, this one and this one second, like these are two cotyledons are present, due to which this seed we call it as a dicot seed. For example, in case of a pea, gram, then mango, and in case of a cotton, like this. See here one example. This one is an example of maize, maca, zea maize. In case of these zea maize, if we separate one seed like this, see here, this is one seed of zea maize. This is one seed, this one. It is nothing but a complete fruit, this one, in case of zea maize. We call it as a seed, but actually it is a fruit. And in these zea maize, inside this zea maize, here endosperm is present. In case of these maize seed, this structure is nothing but endosperm, due to which this seed we call it as endospermic seed, or we call it as albuminous seed, because endosperm is present here in case of this seed. Generally in case of monocot, endosperm persists as it is, or endosperm remains as it is in the that seed, due to which that seed we call it as what? Endospermic seed. This maize seed is an endospermic seed. And second seed, see here, in case of this dicot, this seed we call it as a non-endospermic seed, because at the time of this seed formation, the endosperm which is present, that endosperm get completely utilized for the formation of these two cotyledon in case of this dicot, due to which this seed we call it as what? Non-endospermic seed or non-albuminous seed. For example, in case of mango, see here, this one seed, mango seed. Actually this structure, this structure is nothing but this one is a endocarp, and inside the endocarp, like this seed is present in case of mango. If you take out this seed like this, see here, in case of this mango, two cotyledons are present here. See here, like these two cotyledons are present, and due to which one cotyledon and this one is the second cotyledon. Due to these two cotyledon, one and this one second, this seed we call it as a dicot in case of what? Mango. This one, dicot seed. And this papery structure which is present on this seed, this papery structure is nothing but a nucellus. What is it? Nucellus. Nucellus get completely used up for at the time of what? That a seed formation process, due to which now these papery and This is a nucellus, it remain as it is here in case of this mango seed. Next example of this dicot seed in case of a gram, see here, chana. In case of a gram, two cotyledons are present in case of a gram. See here, this one is the one cotyledon and this one is the another cotyledon. In case of what? Gram, like this. Two cotyledons are present, due to which this is a gram seed. We call it as a dicot seed. Now, monocot seed and second, this one is the dicot seed. Surrounds this dicot seed, this seed coat is present, and inside this seed coat there is a big structure which is there. That structure we call it as endosperm. Do you see the endosperm by your naked eye? See here, daily we are using endosperm. That wheat grain which is there, or jawar or bajra, when we grind that wheat or jawar or bajra, the flour, this one we call it as atta. This all structure is nothing but this one is the endosperm. This is the endosperm. Daily we are using this endosperm. Daily in our food we are using this endosperm. Rice, that complete boiled rice is nothing but it is an endosperm. We are consuming this endosperm in our day-to-day life. So all these seed in which endosperm is present, that seeds we call it as endospermic seed, like this. And the endosperm get completely utilized in case of what? These are dicot seed for the formation of these embryo, that is cotyledon and this embryo axis, due to which it is a non-endospermic seed. Now, monocot seeds are maize, jawar and bajra, grasses. So many seeds like these examples are there. But these are castor and sunflower, these are the dicots. These are the dicot, but still in case of these castor and sunflower, these are the exceptional cases. In case of a castor, erand, and in case of these sunflower, suryaful, the seed which is there in their seed, endosperm is present. Maize, jawar, bajra, these are the monocots. And in case of dicots, generally in case of dicot, endosperm get utilized for the formation of these two cotyledon and these embryo axis. It is a non-endospermic seed. But this is a castor, sunflower, though it is a dicot, they show endosperm. These are castor and sunflower. These are two examples are the exceptional cases. In case of what? Dicot. They show what? Endosperm in their seed. Now, dicot seeds, for example, Pisum sativum, that is a pea, gram, then next example mango, next example cotton, next Butea monosperma. Like this, so many examples are there which shows the dicot seed. But one example is there, that is the orchids. Orchids are monocots. Orchids are monocots, means majority, means in all monocots endosperm is present, but only one example exceptional case is there, that is the orchids. Though it is a monocot, endosperm is absent. In orchids, endosperm get completely utilized for the formation of what? That cotyledon. Means it is a non-endospermic seed. It is an exceptional case. It is what? Exceptional case, like this. Now see here, monocot seed and this one is the dicot seed. In both cases, monocots and dicots, three, that is the seed coat, second one that is the scutellum or cotyledon, and this is the embryo axis. These are three structures are common. These are three structures are common. Which one? Seed coat, scutellum, or we call it as a cotyledon, or this is the embryo axis. In case of monocot, maize, jawar, bajra, this is seed coat. This one seed coat is nothing but it is a fruit wall. Means the pericarp which is there, pericarp and testa get a fuse to form a seed coat. Pericarp and testa. Pericarp get differentiated into three regions in case of mango: epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp in fleshy fruits. In case of, see here, in case of these tomato, this one is the epicarp, this one we call it as a mesocarp, and inside here this one is the endocarp. Like this, three carps are there. But these three carp which is present in these fleshy fruits, in case of these in case of these maize, these three carp get a fuse along with the testa. We could not differentiate the testa, seed coat and the fruit wall. Like this we can't differentiate it. Means the epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp get fused along with the testa and it forms a seed coat in case of what? Like these are monocots. Means these all are the fruits. These all are the fruits. This one is the fruits. Then this one is also fruits. All these are the fruits which are present in case of what? These are zea maize. Like this. But in case of a dicot, testa and the fruit wall, or this one, this seed which is covered with this integument which get converted into this structure, we call it as a testa, and the epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp which is present surround this seed, it get separate. It get what? Separate. See here, in case of gul mohar, see here, in case of gul mohar, this one is the fruit of that gul mohar. And here inside these legume seeds are present, and that seeds are separate from epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp. That is, this one is the dry fruit, and the seeds are get separate like this. See here, the seeds are separate in case of these gul mohar. But in case of tomato, means the placenta which is present in the seed, that placenta get detached and the seeds are separate, and the seeds they are separate from epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Seeds are totally separate in case of like these fruits. But in case of these tomato, the seeds which are there, the dicot seed which is there, that dicot seeds, it show the placenta here. Means it get attached with the placenta to the ovary wall like this. Means in some cases, in some fruit, the seeds get attached with the placenta with the help of placenta, but in some fruits the seeds get completely detached or separate from the ovary wall or from that fruit wall like this. This one, that is the seed coat in case of monocot, and in case of like this dicot, this is a seed coat, we call it as a testa. It is free from epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. But here in case of this monocot, epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp, that is the pericarp and testa get fused and forms like this seed coat. Means this one is the fruit, completely fruit. Now second, that is scutellum. In case of monocot, only one scutellum is present. Scutellum is nothing but one cotyledon. And in case of dicot, that two like these two cotyledons are present in the seed. And third one, that is the embryo axis. In case of monocot, this one is the embryo axis. Towards the one side here plumule is present, and towards the lateral side here radicle is present. In case of dicot, this one is the embryo axis, and to the embryo axis two cotyledon get attached. One cotyledon and this one is the two cotyledon. Here in case of monocot, to this embryo axis only one cotyledon, papery structure scutellum get attached like this. Beside this, in the embryo, plumule is present, and towards the other end, that is the radicle is present. Plumule get transformed into shoot apex in case of monocot as well as in case of dicot, and radicle get transformed into root apex like this. But in case of monocot, this plumule gets surrounds with this covering known as a coleoptile, and radicle gets surrounds with this covering, we call it as what? Coleorhiza. This one is the coleoptile and this one is the coleorhiza. Rhiza means root apex like this, and this axis we call it as the embryo axis. Here this axis we call it as the embryo axis. To this embryo axis, these are two cotyledons get attached like this, and this structure we call it as a plumule, and this structure we call it as a radical. Plumule get transformed into shoot, apex, and radical get transformed into like this the root. Plumule get modified or converted into like this shoot, and these radical get converted into like this what root. In case of mango, see here, in case of this mango, this one is the seed, and inside this seed, these we call it as what, endocarp. Two cotyledons are present, and this structure get emerge out like this one. This structure we call it as a plumule get modified into like this a shoot, apex. This one plumule. Here this is a plumule, this one. This is a plumule get modified into like this a shoot, apex. This one stem. And this is a radical, this one, the radical it get modified into like this root system, we call it as what, a taproot system. In case of this dicot seed, in case of this mango. This structure we call it as a epicotyle. Epi means above, and this cotyle means this one is the cotyledon, above the cotyledon. And this one, this structure radical, this structure we call it as a hypocotyle. Hypo means below the cotyledon. These are two cotyledons are there. So below the cotyledons, see this one from here, this portion is below the cotyledon, due to which it is known as what, hypocotyle, like this. Now these are two cotyledons, they on these two cotyledons, these are covering or the integument get converted into this structure we call it as what, testa. Inside the testa, paper structure is present as structure we call it as what, tegumen in case of dicot seed. Now we will see the difference between monocot seed and dicot seed. In case of monocot seed, fuse pericarp and testa. Fuse pericarp and testa present here in this, that is seed coat made up of fuse pericarp and testa. Such a fruit we call it as a caryopsis fruit. Means such a fruit in which the pericarp and testa get fused with the seed coat. We do not differentiate the epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp or the testa of the seed. Such fruits we call it as a caryopsis fruit. Present in case of monocot. All maize, jawar and bajra are the caryopsis fruit. Next, pericarp and testa, they are separate. Pericarp and septa, they are separate in case of this dicot. Now here aileron layer is present. This is a layer which is present here. This one, this layer. This layer we call it as a aileron. This one, this layer is the aileron layer. The protein which is present here in the endosperm, at the time of endosperm formation, all these proteins shifted towards the periphery and they forms this layer. This layer we call it as a aileron layer. Only formation takes place in case of monocot. In case of dicot, aileron layer is totally absent. Only present in case of what? This is a monocot seed. Aileron layer is totally absent in case of dicot seed. Then endosperm provide nutrition to the embryo. When this seed get a favorable condition, water, oxygen and a favorable condition which is required for the seed germination at that time, endosperm provide food material, energy, then hormones and all these things to these developing this embryo axis. Endosperm provide nutrition to the embryo. And here in case of a dicotyledon, cotyledons which is there, this one cotyledon and these two cotyledons are full of reserve food material, and these two cotyledon provide food material and energy to the developing this embryo axis. Next, scutellum, only one cotyledon. Here only one scutellum is present, only one scutellum is there, means one cotyledon is there, due to which this seed we call it as a monocot. And here two cotyledon. Here in case of this dicot, two cotyledon developed by torpedo method in case of what? This cotyledon formation process in case of a dicot. In case of a dicot, two cotyledons form. In case of monocot, only one cotyledon forms, another cotyledon do not form at the time of what? That cotyledon formation process after torpedo method, like this. Then plumule and radical surrounds by coleoptile and coleorhiza only in monocots. This one is the plumule, this one is the radicle. Plumule and radicle surrounds by coleoptile and surrounds by this coleorhiza. This coleoptile and coleorhiza only present in case of monocot seed, absent in case of these dicot seed. Radicle degenerate during germination of the seed. When these seed get germinate, when the favorable condition get to these seed, seed germinate like this. From here shoot formation is there, from here root formation is there. At that time the radicle which is there, this radical tissue divide and redivide, but if the tissue get degenerate, they do not transform into that one root. Beside this, the radical degenerate during germination and it forms a fibrous roots. Many roots comes out in the monocots. That roots we call it as what? Fibrous roots. Or that roots also we call it as adventitious roots. In case of monocot, fibrous roots or adventitious roots formation is there. That is a peculiar character of what? Monocot. Distinguishing character of what? Monocot. But in case of dicot, the radical which is there, this radical get transformed into like these taproot, and then lateral like these roots formation is there. Primary, secondary, tertiary like this the root system formation takes place in case of what? Dicots. Next, seed germination is a hypogeal. Seed germination is a hypogeal. Hypo means below. Means this is a term. Hypogeal is the term used for seed germination in which the germination of a seed takes place underground, below the ground. It takes place inside the ground. We call it as a hypo. Means inside the ground, inside the soil, that a seed germination takes place in case of maize, jawar, bajra. We call it as a hypogeal type of what? Germination. Like this. This one is the ground level and seed germinates here only. Root formation is there and shoot formation is there like this. But in case of these dicot, seed germination may be hypogeal and may be epigeal. Both type of seed germination takes place in case of what? Dicot. In some example it is like this, hypogeal, and but in some example it is not hypogeal, it is a epigeal. Epigeal means this one epigeal. Epigeal means this is a seed. When get a favorable condition, roots formation is there, that radical first come out like this. For example, in case of this gram, see here. In case of this gram, see here, in case of this gram, first structure which emerge out from the embryo axis, that structure we call it as a radical, and then plumule comes out. Now the first structure which emerge out, that is a radical which transform into root system, and then this shoot system which is there, that shoot system, it do not germinate here. This is a complete structure push out outside this soil, and here these are two cotyledons comes here and then plumule come out like this. Means we call it as EP, means above. EP means what? Above, epigeal, like this. Epigeal germination takes place in case of what? Dicot. Both hypogeal as well as epigeal in case of dicot. But in case of monocot only hypogeal. Next, embryo axis. This embryo axis is present towards the lateral side due to the formation of this endosperm or persistence of what? That endosperm. That embryo axis gets shifted towards one side. But here, this is the embryo axis, it is present in between. These are two cotyledon like this. It is present here in the middle. It is present in between these are two cotyledon in case of what? These are dicot seed. So this is all about what? Monocots and dicot seed. Thank you.